Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading. Hello to my coming to you with your general reading. Cancers, this reading, excuse me, is going to be for the well, you know what? I'm going to put the dates in the title. Excuse me, I'm going to put the dates in the title. Sending everybody lots of love and light. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. All of these readings are timeless. All these readings are timeless. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's see what is going on. Let's see what's going on. You are ruled fourth house, right? So you rule fourth house. And fourth house is all about home and family. It's all about home and family. Fourth house describes our home and a place of safety and retreat, both literally and metaphorically. It's the crucible of family and container of lineage and ancestry, contributing to our sense of heritage, right? Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Let's get into it. All right. I'm looking at this this Eight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. This is a current situation here. Things are happening for you fast. So you want to pay attention to your body, because as the moon moves through these cycles, we have 8 major moon phases. I'm looking at the number 8. We have 8 major moon phases within one cycle, right? To complete a 29 and a half day cycle, right? You want to pay attention to that, right? A life cycle. Want to pay attention. So you don't want to get caught up in some kind of loop. Some energy is trying to send you some kind of spirit. So source is trying to keep you focused, right? It's a karmic couple that's trying to send you. It's a familiar spirit. So they could be close, physically close to where you are, trying to send you some kind of energy, right? So you could smell something. See these plants here? You could smell something that kind of sort of upsets you, right? And so this is a current situation. What's happening in a current situation that could try to remind you of some things. You'd be surprised at what triggers certain things. It could be smells. It could be numbers. It could be hair color. Could trigger. You could see tattoos. Like this person right here could have tattoos. Anything could trigger something, right? So be very mindful of that. Reason why I say that is because when the moon moves through phases, so like for instance, at the time of filming, the moon will be in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is the largest planet. Planet of good luck, good fortune, what's on the horizon. You're thinking about opportunities, growth, all these good things headed your way, right? So you're breaking some kind of generational cycle chain and curse. So it shouldn't be a whole lot. Like this is where you want to really slow down. When you're in receiving mode of something, familiar spirits who don't really know you, you really want to slow down and go think to yourself, if you're around certain energies and you have the gift of scent, right? You could be smelling something that even if it's odorless, can make you dizzy or lightheaded or something. You feel some kind of way about something, and something could happen fast. Like see this right here, could happen fast. You know, it's almost like you know, when you're taking off on an airplane, something could take off. Like if something happens like real fast. And so you see this height, it's like makes you high really fast, right? You don't know what you could be around, what kind of scent or something that you could be around. Because I'm looking at everything here on this card here. Something could make you hot all of a sudden. So fire could be involved in something that just makes you high really fast. So you don't know what could be around you that could cause you to be thrown off, you know, out of alignment, right? You'd be surprised that as a receiving zodiac sign, whoever you are, what energies will do to try to get things out of you quickly, right? And then try to record something, right? So just be mindful of that. Be very mindful, especially if you have any kind of a platform. Be mindful if you live in an apartment building, a condo, whatever. Be very mindful of that. Especially if you're putting something online. Here we have the Justice card. Yeah. But some energies are trying to get something from you fast because something is happening possibly, this is a challenge here. Something could be going on in court right now. You could be receiving something. Remember, okay, let me slow down for a second. You all are the money and the mother sign of the zodiac, okay? So when you're in the house, if you smell anything or you suddenly get hot or whatever, open up your windows. Just open up your windows. Let the fresh air in, okay? Keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. I was talking to this person years ago, and this may help somebody because this just came to mind. I was talking to somebody years ago who was telling me that where they lived, they were renting out a house. This was not an apartment, but they were actually renting out a house. And somebody needed to get work done. Whoever owned the house or whatever needed to get work done. And ended up it was some kind of like poison or something behind the walls in the house. And anyway, something big was happening. Like they won some kind of a lawsuit. But it was it's kind of like the and this is coming up for a reason. The people who owned the property didn't tell them. And this was a house. This is not an apartment. This wasn't a condo. This wasn't a building. You know, like we have like several units. And I was talking, this was a client many years, well, I'll say many years ago, but it was years ago. And somebody was having an issue with something. And so come to find out, and I don't know all the particulars about everything that happened, but open up your windows. Open up your windows. Yeah, open up your windows. You never know what could save your life, right? So something legal is happening here. You got somebody, here's a distant past. Somebody from your distant past is trying to settle something for you in court real fast because it's something that you're not aware of. So you really want to stay focused. So it's two people that want to handle something for you in court because somebody lied about something. It's a couple that lied about something legal in court. So somebody has a lot of money coming to them. All right. Remember when the moon is in Sagittarius, like I said, Jupiter, right? Jupiter is a planet. It's the largest planet, but it's a planet of good luck, good fortune, what's on the horizon, all this other stuff. And this woman has a clock around her neck. Something was only going to happen a matter of time. Somebody had an issue. They had let me see, 8th house. Somebody is, okay, I see what this is. You did a good deed for somebody a long time ago. When I say long time ago, I don't want to, you did a good deed for somebody. I won't say long time ago, but you had someone's back. You had someone's back. And I don't even know, because you're a sweetheart. And I don't even know that you even knew what you were doing. I think you were just in sweetheart mode. Like for real. Y'all know what I'm saying, Cancer? I feel like you were just in sweetheart mode. And I say that a lot because I want y'all to kind of just remember that. That's what I want y'all to remember. Because I know what people say about every single zodiac sign. And so on this channel, what I'm trying to strive to do is help you all to remember what you look like at your highest frequency, you know, because a lot of people are raised in environments where that's all they hear is the negative of their zodiac sign. Well, I don't like this sign, I don't like that sign, and Cancers are this and so and so. But something is happening really quickly. Somebody has mentioned your name in something. So your name is kind of circulating quickly around some things. Hold on. All right. What about the recent past? some reason I feel like money is coming across your path, and I don't. It's something like you just not even expecting it. Yeah. Okay. Here we have the Ace of Cups here. Some kind of overflow is coming across your path. This is a recent past. Okay. Okay, so Cancer. Okay, take only what resonates with you, because if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. So I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up high. It's going to resonate with somebody. I don't know who, but whoever. So your name has been kind of sort of circulating in the legal, around the legal, whatever, like the legal pool. Somebody, right? So people know who you are. Like people have been talking about. So like some conversations, some rumblings have been going on, right? If that's the word, rumblings or ramblings, whatever, rumblings have been going on. Some conversation has been going on about you, right? Somehow your name came up, but it wasn't, you were not directly tied to something. Because it's two things that's going on. One, you're directly tied to something, and one, you are not. One, I want to say it's like a class action suit. Right? Right. So something is going to happen fast, right? And this is with this is with two organizations. So one could be your job, one could be an old job for somebody, and another one could be like a place where you lived, or like an organization, right? Whoever. Take only, again, what resonates with you, right? Take only what resonates with you. But some energies have been equally focused on you, because they feel like, okay, you're going to stab them in the back. They feel like they've had your back, but they feel like you are an open enemy to them, right? But looking at your cards here, I don't even think you're aware of something. This is the crazy thing about this reading here. I don't even think that you are aware of something, because you got fire here, you have air here on both sides here, right? And then you got water here. So I don't even really think that you are aware of something. And what's interesting about all of this, whoever you are, Cancer, is that you have people around you who are familiar with it. And watch how all of these people come out of the woodwork after you find out with all of this. I thought you knew, I heard, I thought this. But here's an indicator, this one indicator. Somebody was trying to come on to you, somebody who had tried to come on to you, like they wanted to date you, but they were like really pouring it on thick. Like somebody was just overdoing it. Like they were desperate to date you or see you, or like really pouring into you in a way like, what's that about? So, and you could already have somebody, but it would be like somebody just overdoing it, like trying to find out whether you were with somebody or not with somebody. And I think for you, because y'all are, your symbol is a crab, so you probably, I want to say shy. I don't want to say shy. You could be reserved. A person who's like, you may have told people things in the past and been stabbed in the back. And I don't like really using that term. You could have been betrayed. Let me just say it that way. You could have told people, maybe some things like, oh, you're seeing somebody or whatever. And they may have went off and ran off and told somebody else. What's another thing? What's your strengths here? Oh, see, you were having nightmare. Okay, this is okay. Somebody, remember I said in the beginning of this here, right? I said open up your windows, right? Because you could have been smelling something that you weren't really sure what the smell was, right? So you have couples that have been following you around, obsessively following you around, becoming familiar with what's going on because of something legal involved, right? and somebody found out, but there was somebody you were very kind with, very kind, your sweetheart with them, and they had some legal issues that they initially did not know about something. They initially didn't know about something. It's almost like something was coincidence. Like y'all were just as opposite as east and west. Like they had no clue you were going through this. You had no clue they were going through something. But somebody here, this Queen of Wands here, was like, wait a minute. You know them? I need to get y'all together. Tell me more. So somebody started talking about how nice of a person you are. Somebody kept talking about how, oh, this person really a sweetheart, whether you're a man or woman. Somebody was like, oh, no, they're really a nice person. Like, oh, what? Oh, nah. And the people that were talking negatively about you, whether it was somebody you work with or whatever, they were like, no, they're the ones that's really the problem. Talking about the organization, the couple. They were like, no, they're the problem. So let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay. So let me tell you how obsessed these energies were with ending you. Whether if it was a job, let's say you worked on a company or something. Because it's like somebody was ready to really end a cycle with you, like quickly. Right? Okay. So let's say, for example, you were on your job and you had an opportunity to receive some kind of a payout for whatever reason. There's so many different creative ways companies pay out their employees. And because you're getting money, somebody's getting money from two separate things, right? But you have two separate groups of energies that are rooting for you on your behalf, right? And a lot of it has to do with how big your heart is. Whoever you are, again, take only what resonates with you, okay? Some people have your back on both sides, right? And a lot of people are familiar with this. But this is what I'm saying. I don't think that you know. What's interesting is you've been focused on something, and sources say stay focused on whatever you focused on. Like, for instance, if you're on your job and your job is saying, okay, this is the way you're going to be fast tracked through the job. You know, like some jobs say, okay, you have expectations, right? If you meet these expectations, then you're due to get this raise at this particular time. That's what you're going to focus on. That's you just going to focus on that. They say these expectations, when it's time for you to get your raise, then hey, submit it to your manager, because that's your expectation. You expected me to do this task, this job. I did it. I'm expecting to get a raise. It should just be that black and white. It should be just that simple, right? I'm expecting it, right? So somebody wanted to get rid of you so fast, but this is an organization. They were tied in with another organization that did something illegal, right? And so somebody was right on. But it's something where it's almost like a complete stranger was tied into something else. It's almost like but these are really your ancestors, your spirit guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, all coming together saying, hey, we need to help Cancer, because to some degree you're so focused on one thing, as you should be, that you never saw this. You never saw this. So here you got people got different reasons for wanting to connect with you. These energies over here trying to sue you for something because they see money coming in fast. These energies causing nightmares to say mentally something's wrong with you. They trying to create something. This person's having they having nervous breakdowns. They got mental problems, right? These energies right here, you smelling stuff, right? Whether your windows are open or closed, you smelling stuff, right? You got all this stuff on people saying that you're feisty, something's wrong with you. You got all this, these energies are obsessed with something happening fast because you got something coming in just as fast. That's why you want to stay focused. These energies are obsessed. Because they saying that you're the nightmare. But you're not the nightmare. It's not you. You're not the one that's a nightmare. So your strengths are this. There's two sides of the sword here. Two sides of the sword. You have been smelling something. Some of you all have been smelling something. Some of you all have been fast-tracked. Somebody basically lied about how you were fast-tracked through an organization. You know, like maybe people could have been lying and saying you slept your way to the top, or that's the reason why you got raises that fast or something. When it's really you worked your way up. So all of these lies have been told about you. That's why Source is saying just stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Because you got some energies who are fighting for you in the background. You just stay focused. They're trying to pull another karmic couples are trying to pull something out of you to make you come across like you're this feisty energy, like basically trying to make the lies that were told about you. And some of these people actually feel bad about doing it because of who they're connected with. They actually feel bad. They like, man, I really don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be the one to be holding the sword, you know, in Cancers. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Near future. Yeah. You're taking your power with you. This is why I always talk about closing out cycles in love. Something is already complete. You're moving on. You've awakened from some nightmares in the past. And like I always say in all of my readings here, so many people have the same thing in common. That you're not mentioning anybody's name. These people are going to be sitting around talking about, they talking about me. They're talking about me. You can look up, I'm going to say this, if you're new to my channel, pick any person on social media, whether they speak your language, same color, skin color or not. You can find something you got in common with these people. We're all a part of the human race. Somebody looking for something to happen real fast in court. And somebody that the Eight of Wands also connects us with airplanes. So maybe y'all caught a flight together. Maybe they played some kind of role in separating you and somebody on a flight. Something having to do with airplanes. Whoever you are. Somebody the number 8 looks like links, like linking up with someone. Right. Intimacy and shared possessions. These energies, like, it's two of them. And so it could be two people in a couple, right? And one of them could be linked up with some other energies that's saying that you're a nightmare. So if it's a couple, one of the people in the couple could be like, I really don't want to do this, right? But another person is like, well, you don't really know, because they linking up with somebody who is like, you know, who feels the opposite way, right? Somebody's saying you're a feisty person. But anyway, here we have the Seven of Swords here. Somebody's looking for something fast to happen. Seven of Swords. What's the influences on my Cancer? Yeah. Your ancestors have your back. Your ancestors have your back. These energies have just been waiting to leap out on something. So they just waiting, right? So somebody said, okay, the Justice card is air energy, right? So there would be like somebody saying, call this person. We're going to be listening, right? This person's feisty, right? We'll call this person. We're going to be listening. We'll record the call, right? This energy this has just been a nightmare for all of us, right? This has just been a nightmare, right? Right. And so source is saying somebody was just waiting to pounce on something, right? Something is complete. Something is complete, right? So take your power with you. It's 2 energies you're leaving behind, right? Something is complete. 2 energies you're leaving behind. The external and environmental influences, how other people and their energies impact something. I see your abundance and your prosperity growing here. I see your abundance and your prosperity growing, and something is going to happen for you really, really fast. Something is going to happen for you really, really fast, right? Like I said, somebody really has your back. Usually with the Justice card, it's like open enemies, right? But you can also be like, you could have like help you to like really, really stay focused. Like you have the number 8, 2, like one could succumb to passive and powerless behavior. The other one is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. That's the dark side of 8, and the one light side of 8, like it's just in numerology. You can look this up on Google, right? Numbers, right? Or find it in books, right? Some of the books that I have on my table, or you don't see them now because I changed the setup, but you can look it up. But I'm saying you're growing your abundance and your prosperity here. This is you, the Empress card here. So your abundance and your prosperity is growing. But a lot of it is your abundance and prosperity are growing fast. You inspire people, but not because it's your way or the highway. It's because you keep people in the loop, right? You're saying, here, you lead people to water. That's up to you to drink it. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. Right? So there's a somebody also has new love coming across their path. This right here, to help you wake up from these nightmares. New love is not always a person, by the way. It could be a new hobby. It could be a new something that you love to do. So this helping you to walk away from all of this so you can grow your abundance and prosperity in a different kind of way. Because people are starting to realize, whoever you are, if it was a job where you worked, where you lived, or people that you were around, or wherever, or organization you were a part of, something has just been a nightmare for you. It has literally been a nightmare for you to even try to grow your abundance and prosperity. And judgment is coming down, right? So you're growing your abundance and your prosperity. Hopes and fears is that you can rise above the judgment, right? Remember, all of this is genderless, by the way. Genderless, colorless. You're rising above the judgment because you're trying to break some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to break a generational cycle, chain, and curse. And trying to do something different, possibly. Here's the outcome. See, the outcome is that you're a star. There's hope, right? And we're talking about like 11th house. 11th house is friendships and alliances, and your friendships and community, right? I feel like you're community oriented. And things are taking off fast for you, like in terms of your community. That's what's being fast tracked. Like people are kind of sort of getting to know you. You're going to start seeing you're part of your community wherever you live. Your spiritual community is what I'm seeing here. We're not talking about religion. We're just talking about spiritually. I feel like people see you really as a kind, spirited person, compassionate. People may be attracted to you. Something happened though. I don't know why that person is coming up. Maybe somebody used to live somewhere, because I'm seeing these plants here on this card where you smelled something, and I'm seeing it's like somebody's high or something. I don't smoke, so I don't know, but something where somebody could feel like anyway. You shine bright in dark spaces. You stand out. Something about your spirit stands out. And I'm not, when I say star, I don't necessarily mean a celebrity either. Like or famous. You could be. But really, what really stands out about you is your compassion. Speak it into existence. Right. You versus you. You don't have any competition. You don't have any competition. So message from your ancestors. Back straight, walk away. Do the mirror work. So you're focused. Throat chakra cleanse here. So new love awaits. Yeah, like I said right here, Ace of Cups. This is new love. You have new love. Somebody's helping you to wake up from these nightmares. Like basically to talk about something different. Because you've gone through a lot. Because these energies have really, really been obsessed with I'm seeing all of these plants around you though. And I'm a plant mom, so I don't necessarily think that these are the kind of plants you're going to the store to buy. Wait a minute. I'm thinking these are, because I'm looking at, yeah. Some people have been really, really focused on you to do something illegal. I feel like somebody told a lie about you. I feel like somebody, I'm just quite honest. I feel like somebody said that you get high. I'm just saying. That's what I'm seeing. Somebody told a lie, said you get high. I don't know. And these energies are trying to cause you a nightmare. You could have been having nightmares about something. And so you could have been smelling something wherever you go. You could have been smelling something wherever you go. These energies may have been trying to cause you legal problems and saying that you were, and somebody's probably been trying to bring judgment down on you, right? In some way, shape, form, or fashion because of your abundance and your prosperity growing. I tell you. You know what this looks like? Because this person right here is pregnant. These are either people that you shared a womb with, or somebody you either impregnated you, or somebody who's carried a baby, something. Family, like somebody you would go, heart chakra cleanse. Somehow a connection is being made here. These energies, boy, you're leaving them behind. Close out the cycle in love. Yeah. They're planning to disrupt your money, backfired. Yeah. Somebody's amongst incubi and succubi. Yeah, trust your first mind. Somebody's not happy without you. Take your time to decide. Somebody must have told somebody in order for them to be a star. You know, like here, y'all heard the term sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? Somebody must have told them that was true, right? Yeah. If you grew up seeing a lot of, if people grew up and they saw a lot of lives destroyed by certain things, you're not taking away from how people make their money or what they use in their downtime or whatever the case may be. It would totally turn you off from even wanting to be connected to any of that kind of stuff, because you just see how it makes people's skin color change, how just you just be going from one funeral to the next. 8 was connected to the number 8 is death. And you see how quickly people decline, how quickly people die from stuff. And so unless you want to keep, seeing that over and over and over and staying in that cycle of grief, you get away from it real fast. That will cause you to break a generational cycle, chain, and curse. And people will think you running away from something, but you don't want to keep going to funerals. You don't want to keep going to funerals. You don't want to keep, every time you turn around, you hearing the phone ring. Somebody saying, this person died, that person died. So no, you don't want to be nowhere near it. Somebody never stopped loving you. So be patient. The answers are coming. Misery loves company. That's 8 of Wands. Wands energy is fire. Misery loves company. Somebody wants you to be miserable because they're miserable. They wanted you and somebody else. This is a destiny swap. This is what you all are seeing in social media every single day. Destiny swaps. This is why you got to keep praying for people and sending out good energy for people, because I'm telling y'all, some energies wanted you in a position. They did not want you to break some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. They wanted you ripping and running throughout the justice system. People assuming the worst about you. Let's just quickly process this. They just another so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And somebody X wanting to return. That's going to be a heck no. That's going to be a strong no. Nope. Forgiveness. You're operating in the spirit of forgiveness. You're just too on a frequency of love. Like, I'm talking about love and compassion. You have too much compassion for people. It's like, nah. Nope. Yeah, inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs. Some people are not happy unless they seeing somebody somewhere stumbling, drunk, high, words stumbling, slurred, skin color changing, hair falling out. They not happy unless they can sit there and we was so high. We was, you remember something. No, I don't remember this. Like you. Some people are not happy unless they seeing you. You got a court case. Having jail parties. They not happy until they see that kind of stuff. And you don't think that's funny at all. You're sending good energy. You're not judging people, but you're sending good energy out to people and praying for people. That those types of energies that want to see them in a low space be removed from their path. You see how quickly you ever go to funeral after funeral after funeral. You see that kind of stuff cause a major decline real fast in people's lives. I'm generous and kind with everyone. You wouldn't want to see it with anybody. Nobody's kids. Nobody's parents, kids. Just you wouldn't want to see it with another human being. These energies are just miserable. They see something good happen in your life. If they can't target you, target your kids. Separate you and your kids. Like the prey being hunted. So that's what I have for you all. Keep your vibrations high. Like I said before, trying to see if there's anything else in your cards here. Somebody really, really wants your forgiveness because, like I said, they were in a miserable place and they're experiencing some problems. They're experiencing some problems. They did something behind your back. That's why their plan to disrupt your money backfired. Big time. They did something behind your back. Yeah, and somebody's, like I said, somebody's ex wants to return. That's going to be a strong no. And I don't know if this is ex love. And when I say ex, I just want to be crystal clear for my new people. Ex is not always love interest. Just so we're crystal clear. Everybody's ex is not trying to return. So please, I hope that's not triggering for somebody. Sometimes ex could be like an ex-friend, someone who's no longer your friend, somebody you excommunicated, y'all don't talk anymore. Could be ex-landlord. It could be ex, y'all get the point, ex-friend, ex-family member, ex, whoever. Ex-person you could have dated, but it was a karmic couple. Miserable, wanted to see you and somebody else miserable. You could have talked to them about catching flights and stuff like that. Somebody was an open enemy. I feel like somebody who it's probably somebody that you know that loves to smoke. Lied and said that you get high or something like that when you don't. Yeah, here was the Ace of Cups here. Yeah. It came out twice. Ace of Cups came out twice. Anyway. So if you've been smelling something all the way around, it's because these energies have been dead set on trying to get you onto something, trying to get you hooked onto something or whatever the case may be. So check wherever. I don't know if you live in houses or apartments or whatever the case may be, but check whatever their policy is on if it's a no smoke environment or whatever, it is. But Ace of Cups signifies new beginnings in emotional and creative matters, representing emotional abundance, new love, creativity, spiritual growth, those kind of things. But yeah, and then I'm seeing this lotus flower here as well. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this is somebody that you may be familiar with. Could have been somebody you worked with who lied. Somebody could have had justice. They could have had problems themselves with the justice system in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They're having some problems now. They're going through a nightmare themselves. They wanted you to be in a nightmare. Them and somebody else wanted you and somebody else to be in a nightmare. Do not give them your energy, y'all. Don't give them your energy. So, like I said, the new one is extra special. The new one is extra special. So yeah, you're leaving. So I don't know who this is you're leaving behind. So I have no idea who these people are. But anyway. So yeah, trust your first mind. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I'll see you all in the next video. Trying to see if there's any other oracle cards out here. We got these two. I know I had another deck over here. Oh, they're the chakra cards. I have so many different types of oracle decks. Let's pull a chakra card and see what we got here. But yeah, if you all smell anything that doesn't smell right wherever you live, open up your windows, let some fresh air, and I don't care how cold it is outside, because you just never know. You don't want to fall asleep. It could be gas leakage. I saw something recently where I saw like a notice for like and usually like gas companies will send stuff out, like electric companies or gas companies will send notices and stuff around just saying if you smell anything, to contact the gas or electric company. Like they may have an emergency number or something. So so you can get to the root of something. Yeah, home sweet. What does it say? Home sweeter home. Yeah, so you can get to the root of something. If something's going on at someone's home. So you can get to the root of something. Speak some things into existence. Speak some things into existence. Some people are seeing you got some good things happening in your life, and they are connected to some people, and they are relentless, y'all. I feel like you'll know who these energies are. You'll know who's linking up with whom. They can't help it. They so obvious it's not even funny. But that's what I see for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.